Hello, and welcome to our SOAR Lead Spotlight training video. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Christopher Dino, the District Sales Manager of our 401k and Flexible Expending Account product lines. The SOAR Lead Spotlight in August is our 401k product, and it's for very good reason. October 1st is the IRS mandated deadline that most companies have until to implement a 401k and still be able to take advantage of 2013 tax savings. So the next 6 weeks is a very busy time for us and extremely critical for our clients to be set up with a 401k to still take advantage of taxes in this calendar year. I wanted to take this opportunity to go over how to identify strong 401k leads. But first, let me reiterate the advantage of 401k SOAR Lead provides for both you and paychecks. For you, it's of course a $50 payment for any closed 401k that you referred, but the company will also add more incentive. They'll first put all referred 401k SOAR leads in the month of August in a raffle, and 4 people will be chosen at random. Those 4 people will receive $100 Visa gift cards. Furthermore, $50 Visa gift cards will be given to the top 4 people who referred the most 401k SOAR leads in August. The one stipulation is those SOAR leads need to be closed as business by October 31st. Finally, the top 2 branches that refer the most 401k SOAR leads in the month of August will receive a free team breakfast. So there's plenty of incentive to provide a service that really helps our clients. And let's face it, our payroll clients that also use our benefits have a much higher retention rate, whether it's 401k or any other product line. They stick with paychecks a lot longer. Now, we already do an extremely great job with that at our branch, but there's no reason that we can't be a little bit better. So with that said, let's talk about identifying quality 401k leads. I'm sure for some of you, you may not know where to start. So let me walk you through what a good 401k candidate looks like. I'll preface this discussion by saying that every client should and could use a 401k regardless of employee count or their financial situation. But here are some more specific categories to look for. Business owners with high earnings, clients with 10 or more employees, clients with consistent growth or high turnover, clients with an existing 401k from another provider, and business owners with family members attached to their business. So let me walk you through a discussion on each of those. For business owners with high earnings, their tax implications and tax bill by design will be higher. Some of them pay a huge amount to the IRS every year. Many of these business owners have to find a way to spend their profits, and some of them do it on purchases that they may not immediately need, just to save on taxes. A 401k, especially for a business owner, can be used to shelter most of these taxes, and it's for a good cause, their own retirement. Many business owners don't know that they can put much more money in a 401k than their employees can. For instance, the amount in 2013 for a business owner to put away is up to $51,000. If they're 50 years and older, $56,500. A lot more than a typical employee can put away. Next category is clients with 10 or more employees. This is an important part to our business anyway, in finding larger clients and converting them over to our 401k services. There's a lot more incentive to have more users on our 401k, but for the business owner, there's more incentive for them as well. We like to say that 10 employees or more is a threshold to save on enough payroll taxes for the plan to be essentially free of charge. Let me break that down for you. If you have 10 or more employees, and it varies from business to business, who are contributing to the 401k, since it's all pre-tax money, that will lower the gross wages. Think about it. Everyone lowering their gross wages down to a certain amount, putting sizable contributions in, even not so sizable. Gross wages are lower, payroll taxes will be lower. Again, we like to say 10 is the threshold. where the payroll tax savings will outweigh the plan costs. The next categories I'll group together, and that's clients with consistent growth or clients with high turnover. The 401k serves as a benefit that leads to a boost of morale, higher retention rates, and higher recruitment rates. Many employees in the job force will not come to a company without a 401k, so if you're growing, you need it in place. And some employees, even if they like the company they're working for, have to make a career decision and go somewhere else because another company is offering more benefits, such as a certified retirement plan. So not having a 401k in place, you may lose quality employees. So it's a huge employee benefit. Let's now talk about clients with current 401ks. You'll see these as you're speaking to your client. You may see a deduction from another provider that's not us on their payroll. We may help them out with that. So we'll help them out with their deduction, but it won't be nearly as easy if we're doing their 401k. If we're the administrator, you know how our services work. You know how we streamline everything. No different from our 401k services. We eliminate all other middlemen, and we have proven to have great people in your role to make our company feel like a small company, even though we're a lot larger, because they're not getting an automated service when they call up to us. They're getting you directly, and you have a specific relationship with your payroll clients. It's the same thing with our other services. They're going to get someone live over the phone who can help them. That gives them the at-home feel. Yet we're large enough to be affiliated with over 4,500 funds that could be attached to our 401k services. Most third-party administrators can't provide that. We can, strength in numbers. The final categories, of course, is business owners that have family members attached to the business. But before we get into the family members, let's talk about the owners first. So many of these small business owners are experts in their field. They're passionate about their business. They work a ton of hours, and they may be doing enough to pay the bills and provide for their family, but very few of them are getting rich off of what they do. That is why 401k is more important than ever before. Many business owners see 401k as merely an employee benefit, and in many ways, as I just discussed, it is. But the IRS put these plans in place specifically for small business owners. Let's face it, Social Security and real estate, they're just not what they used to be. And pensions, if you want to find a job with a pension, those are typically a thing of the past. So in a lot of ways, these small business owners can't afford not to put something in place to save for their retirement, to make sure they have a solvent financial future. Now, if you have family members attached, that's exacerbated even more so. And we can identify family members just by you knowing your client, and we're going to rely on you for that type of help. And seeing last names on payroll journals that may match up. But it's more of a reason to make sure something is in place to ensure that their family member's financial future is secured as well. What also will happen is, because if they're bona fide employees, those family members, they're considered by IRS code business owners as well, meaning that they could put the $51,000 plus that we spoke about earlier away just like the business owner could. Huge advantages for those family members involved as well. Now, as you ask for these 401k SOAR leads, you may run into some objections. So here are 3 objections that we typically hear out in the field, and I'm sure you'll typically hear too when asking for leads. The clients think they are too small for a 401k. They think they can't afford a plan at all. And they think that they can't afford to put salary deferral away on a per pay period basis. Let's address each one of those. If a client thinks that they are too small for a 401k, please let them know that we cater to businesses their size and smaller. Just to give you a frame of reference, we implement hundreds of owner-only 401k plans a year. If they think they can't afford a plan, tell them that in many cases the tax savings will outweigh the plan costs. Even if it doesn't outweigh the plan costs, there's still plenty of tax incentives the IRS offers that we can get into when we sit down with them face to face that can make it worth their while. And if they think they can't afford to put money away on a per period basis, explain to them that starting with just as little as 1 to 2% of their gross salary deferral actually won't show up that much in their net pay. They won't see that much of a difference. But the positive is they're getting something started for their retirement, and there's some saving on at least some taxes. However, we could talk about tax savings and the math of it all we want, but the better conversation to have with your client is that they can't afford not to have it. From your perspective, many of you have great relationships with some of your clients. So it's okay to have that emotional conversation with them because you actually care. You want to see them do well in business. Think about if your best friend or loved one wasn't in great position to secure their financial future. I have a feeling most of you, if not all of you, would address their lack of preparation. This should be no different from our clients. The great thing about Paychecks is we really do sell products that help people out, and we really do care. And it just strengthens our company in general to get more products attached to each of our clients. So you want to talk about customer retention and service? That goes way above and beyond that. So worst case, if a client continues to give you objections about our 401k services, what I'll ask you to do is as follows. Just explain to them, it seems like you're still eligible for a 401k and there's some value to get a 401k, implement your business. So what I'll ask you to do is just take a free 5-minute consultation over the phone from one of our retirement consultants. Hopefully that'll be enough, and from there one of my top caliber sales reps will contact them over the phone. It'll be much warmer because you have prepared that client for our call, and then we can vet out their needs and try to get in the door to meet with them face to face for a 401k discussion. Leave that part up to us. The final part is many of our clients don't even know we offer 401k services. So sometimes it just comes down to mere communication, and that's why we're really relying on each and every one of you for support. So what I'll say is good luck in all your client discussions about our 401k services. If you have any more questions on finding these leads, I urge you to contact me directly. I may not always be in the office, but I'm always just a phone call away or an email away. My direct phone number is 845-637-4945, and my email address is cdino@paychecks.com. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you getting paid for your leaves in August, and let's really push for that team breakfast. I want to be a part of that. Thank you.